Hey, welcome back to another video. We are in Wisconsin, United States of America, and I'm here with Jason, and he's going to tell us a little bit about the farm we're at right now.
This is the Hoards Dairyman farm. The farm was established in 1899 by Governor Hoard. Basically, he purchased the farm to expand some research that he was doing at basically in his garden at his house on alfalfa. So the farm was purchased in 1899. The Hoards Dairyman magazine had already been, or the supplement to the newspaper had already been around since 1885.
Wow.
And so that was pretty much the start, the father of the dairy industry here in the Midwest. So.
That's awesome. And today you guys you're still with the Guernseys?
So it's majority of the herd is Guernseys, and we have a few Jerseys mixed in. We have some Holsteins in the herd, which are just primarily embryo recipients for our Guernsey embryo program.
Okay. And yeah, the magazine goes out once a month, and it's all about dairy. And we've actually been getting it. I can remember the magazine sitting on our dining room table for as long as I can remember, so it's something I've always seen.
Yep, it's surprising how many people aren't aware that there's actually a functioning dairy farm associated with the publication. It's the only really the only such relationship in the industry. So.
Well, it's awesome. We're gonna check it out today.
Yeah, so this barn we're in now was just commissioned in 2019. We have 4 De Laval V300 robots. We milk. Currently, we milk about 245 cows through the robots. We have 2 hospital fresh cow pens here at the end of the barn that the robots can sort cows, automatically sort back into. We're averaging right about 3 visits a day on a free flow layout to the robots. About 71 to 73 pounds of milk per cow per day, with a mix of about 70-75% Guernsey, and the balance are a few Holsteins and a few Jerseys.
Awesome. So those are the robotic milkers back there. Super tall openings on the side of the barn here, and then a super tall ceiling it's all wood framed, and the wood is curved on the top of the roof. Looks awesome. They have the perimeter feed, so the feed alleys are on the outside. And a ton of gorgeous ladies.
we built the barn. We put in a central, basically a central robot room where we could have access, have all 4 milking robots in one enclosed room, with just for ease of managing, ease of serviceability. They built it with plenty of room so that we have, you know, close to 3,000 people a year that come through and tour the farm, so that we have plenty of room to bring people in and show them the routine. But it's worked really well for us.
Are these 300s or 310s?
These are the B300.
300. Okay. You ever have like one of the tourists get whacked by the robot arm?
Not yet. No.
That's good. That's always cool about a robot that's got 1 quarter left on that cow that's got milk in it, so it quit milking the other 3 quarters. So it pre-dips the teats, cleans them. Is it stripping a little bit of milk out as well, or?
Yeah, so it's with a little bit of vacuum, it's pulsating warm water and cleaner through the cup. Okay. And then right as the cup is pulling away from the teat, the vacuum stays on as kind of a drying process. So this is a cow that just freshened this morning. So and I believe she's 4th or 5th lactation now. So we were able to bring her in with that camera on the arm. We were able to bring her in and milk her without any mapping or programming of where the teat positions are, which have obviously changed since her the last time she came through the robot.
That's impressive.
This side of the barn, the north side of the barn, is for the younger cows, first lactation cows. The smaller frame cows, like all the Jerseys, are over on this side. So they have their own, that group of cows has their own special needs pen. And then this side is the older cows, the larger frame cows. The stalls are, the free stalls are just adjusted accordingly in both pens by size.
Okay. So this freestyle barn has alley scrapers, and you can see this cable moving right now. Some farms will have chains, some will have cables. So even with that sand bedding, they're able to run those scrapers. So it's a 4-row freestyle barn with sand bedding. They also have a ton of fans here with the tall openings on the sides here, and those fans moving. There's almost zero stagnant air in this barn. You can see the bins here just outside of the barn, and there's some pipes with flex auger, and that's bringing the robot pallet to the robots, goes over the roof, and then there's a pipe to each robot. They feed 2 different ingredients in there. Keep the cows coming back for more. We're in the calf barn.
This end of the barn was also started in 2019 along with the robot barn. We actually have 3 pens. There's another one on the other, and another feeder on the other side of the door. Our calves start in the individual hutches, and they're in there for about 10 days to 2 weeks. So these pens are they're an all-in, all-out grouping. So we've got a group of 2 groups here that are started to wean, so they're a little on the older side. But our feeding plan gets these guys up to, at the peak, at about 8 liters of milk replacer a day, just free choice starter and water as needed. But it's done really well. You know, the calf feeders, this philosophy doesn't necessarily save a ton of labor, but really what it does is it allows you to spend more time focusing on those calves that are the newborns to 10 to 14 days. It just gives you more time to pay attention to those calves, and you just know, no matter what happens on the farm, you know that these calves are always access to that consistent diet every day, without the ups and downs of the daily schedule.
So just standing in the middle of the farm here, it's pretty cool. You can see their earlier setup over there, and there's some barns there that used to be tie stall barns, and that's kind of where the dairy farm started out many years ago. Behind me here is what they built, I believe, in 2007. It's a parlor barn, and back there is a freestall barn, and they were milking in this setup until about 2019, when they moved into the robot barn, which you see over there. and that's what we were in at the beginning of this video. So it's so cool to be able to see all of the different iterations of how they've been milking cows here. All the buildings are still here, and you can see how the farm has evolved over the years, all from just standing right here in the middle. So super cool farm. And the other thing I noticed, they are literally right on the edge of a pretty big city. I believe there's 4,000 people over there. You'll be able to see that in some of the drone shots. So right on the edge of a city. The American flag flying high. You'll love to see it. Awesome farm. Well, Jason, thanks for the tour.
Yep.
It was awesome.
Thank you. Welcome anytime.